Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. Welcome to my video. Today we are going to learn about pathogen resistant mechanism. Before that, my name is Wan Nurul Najihah binti Wan Zainuzaman. My instructor is Assistant Professor Dr. Sabrina binti Ahmad Azmi. Since we are talking about pathogen, what is meant by pathogen? In simple words, it is an infectious agent that causes disease or illness in a host. Usually, it refers to viruses, bacteria, and also fungi. Do you think that only people get infected by pathogen? If yes, then you are wrong, because other organisms such as animals and plants also can be infected by pathogen. And in this video, we are going to focus on plant pathogens that cause losses in world agriculture. Based on the statistics reported, about 60% of the losses in the agriculture industry is due to pathogenic disease, and up to 80% out of 60% losses just now are caused by fungal infection. That is why in this video, I am interested to talk about fungal. The selected fungal is Sclerotinia sclerotiorem. It is a necrotrophic fungi where their lifestyle is killing the host plant cells and use the contents to support their own growth. Other than that, it also remarks as a broad host range and an aggressive host tissues colonization. The term broad host is used due to Sclerotinia sclerotiorem can attack more than 400 plant species around the world, while it is described as an aggressive host tissues colonization due to its lifestyle that kills the plant cells. So this is the scientific classifications of Sclerotinia sclerotiorem. For information, in United States America, this fungi can cause over $200 million of losses annually, which is very high, right? So now let's see few most common diseases in plant found infected by Sclerotinia sclerotiorem. The first one is white mold of soybean. Second, white stem root of soybean. Third, dollar spot in turf. Fourth is the basal stem root in sunflower. And the last one is white mold of tomato plant. This disease will reduce plant performance. If the disease is at a serious or severe stage, it can lead to death. So, now let's see how Sclerotinia sclerotiorem infects its host plant. Same like other necrotrophic fungi, this fungi will infect the host plant via two stages. The first one, this fungi will infect the host plant. The spores will erupt from the surface of the plant, and the spores spread, creating new sites of infection. The fungus spore can be carried by the wind, water, and other carriers such as insects and also animals. This causes the fungal spore to travel great distance, eventually reaching other potential hosts. In order to get the nutrients, Sclerotinia sclerotiorem starts to grow its germ tube to seek the entry point into the plant. Once reached the entry point, a structure called aprisorium is formed. Generally, aprisorium is a specialized cells typical of many fungal plants pathogen that is used to infect the host plants. Then, this fungi will continue its invading by the formations of hyphae. Hyphae is a newly formed penetration tube that breaks inside the host plant so that the fungi can extend further into the plant. Once inside the stem, Another structure called hystoria is used to penetrate inside one of the plant cells. Now, the infection by this fungal reached the second stage where it switched the gear and initiate the killing. Sclerotinia sclerotiorem will release the oxalic acid to degrade the cell wall of the plants. Since oxalic acid is a toxin to plants, then oxalic acid is able to kill the plant cells. Now, Sclerotinia sclerotiorem can take nutrients from within the plants. It also begins to secrete small molecule proteins called effectors, which lead to more damage in plant cells. For example, an effector called SSRHS1 is involved in the production of oxalic acid, amylase, cellulase, protease, and pectinase, where these enzymes will destroy the plant cell wall. Other than that, the effector called SSSSVP1 involved in aprisorian formation and is able to induce the cell death. So what we can say is this is the critical time for a plant. If it can detect the fungal effector protein, it can try to stop the infection. So, what do you think after knowing the mechanisms of fungal infection in the host plants? It is amazing, right? But to survive, plants also have strategies to protect themselves. It is called a plant defense mechanism. So now let's see what will happen when the host plants detect it being attacked. The first line of defense in plant is an intact and impenetrable barrier composed of bark and also waxy cuticles. Both protect plants against pathogens. But a plant's exterior protection can be compromised by mechanical damage, which may provide an entry point for pathogens. If the first line of defense is failed, the plant will resort to a different set of defense mechanisms, such as toxins and enzymes. For example, a secondary metabolite called phytoalexin is released to control the penetrations of fungi. Other than that, plants also produce secondary metabolites that have antimicrobial properties that are able to fight the pathogens. Another most prominent defense mechanism is hypersensitive response, which the plant experience rapid cell death to fight off the infection. But the question is, how long do these mechanisms take place? Well, it actually depends because some defense reaction may occur within minutes, while others may take several hours. Now we have reached at the end of the video. Hopefully you are able to know about plants pathogen, its mechanism in infecting the plants, specifically on Sclerotinia sclerotiorem, and the defense mechanisms of the plants when being attacked by pathogen. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day and see you soon.